in 2 lines. We're on. Alright, it's the end of November. Not sure what the date is, 29th. I think maybe it's the 30th. Flashing up on the screen. It's a moderately impromptu trip to Arthur's Lake this morning. It's about 11 o'clock. We're out on the water. Weather forecast wasn't looking so fantastic, but woke up this morning and the sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the fish were calling. So here we are. Not quite a sunny up top, about a kilometre up into the sky from my home base in Launceston. But let's see if the trout want to come along. As I mentioned last time, this is almost becoming an expectation that I might actually catch something these days. So did a hat trick. I've done a hat trick, 3 in a row, getting out and actually catching something. So can we make it 4 on the trot? Well, probably due a dud day, but let's not throw that out to the universe. Let's say we're up here and maybe there's the chance of fish. Got 2 lines happening here, which is not ideal. I'm very hooked up in 2 lines. We're on. Oh yeah, he's a nice one. Whew. Hoping the head cam's picking this up okay. So first go with the head cam. Let's pull this one over, because believe it or not, this other cam I just pulled in to mess about with. But we have a beautiful brown trout all hooked up in the other line. Whew. Oh yeah, how good's that? And I've only been out here for, how long have I been out here for? 40 minutes? 45 minutes? I don't know. It's about the hook now, but I'm hoping that that head cam got the footage okay. I'll take it off my hat just to make sure that we're getting in there. So, whoo-hoo, that was a good fish. Very, very, very nice. Brown trout. No hat. 4 in a row. 4 trips in a row for a fish. Oh yeah. Brown trout, Arthur's Lake. Amazing. One fish always makes a trip, and good fish too. So happy with that. Yeah, baby. Yay. This one's not as big. Net job. Maybe not the best in history. But we're in. We're on. That's 2 fish. Oh, off the hook again. Yeah. Arthur's. I wasn't even coming fishing today. I wasn't coming fishing. And here we are. 2 fish. I will say my passion for trout fishing has gone up a few notches this particular trout season. I have done way better at the start of this season than I have done in a long time. Fair to say I've spent a lot more time in the water too, but here we are, Arthur's Lake, catching a beautiful medium-sized brown trout. Hee. Well, a couple of fish in the first hour and a half or so. Was pretty damn exciting, pretty awesome. The next hour and a half or so has been pretty quiet. I will say I'm very happy with the recent hookup rate. I hope not to drop a fish today. I haven't dropped a fish today. Catching a fish or two today, that would be amazing. But just recently, apart from that one at Bronte, most of them have actually stayed on the end of the line. It's been great. So anyway, trolling down the lake a bit now. I've put the lead line out, got a stump jumper on, going a bit deeper and see what we can come across. Well, story of the day is that we woke up this morning not really considering that we were going to go fishing, but then looked out the window and the weather looked quite nice, so we decided that we would come up to Arthur's for a bit of a fishabout. Now, got out on the water about 11 o'clock, picked up a fish about 40-45 minutes later. 40-45 minutes later after that, picked up another fish. Yay! What a great start to the day. But since then it's been very quiet. I haven't had a touch. Trolled around the cow paddock, trolled back down the lake a bit, put the lead lines on and what have you, but I haven't really seen anything. And I can tell you, it was quite a bit cold. I mean, last November and what have you, it's supposed to be warmer, but it has cooled off. So I think that could be the day, unless, you know, something comes along in the next 10 minutes or so. I think that will be a successful mission. Back out on the water again for an impromptu trip to Arthur's Lake.